Now, your local weather authority with Chief Meteorologist Jesse Walker.
Everybody, I posted this up on my social media earlier this morning. I wanted to show you on TV, and then we'll have the answer for you this evening later on. On average, over the last 30 years of info, which month do we normally see the heaviest snowfall? December, January, February, or March? Take a guess, and I'll answer it coming up here later on. But which month usually produces the most snowfall for us? I wanted to show you this big change next week. The average temperature this week, when you add the highs and lows together, 13.3 degrees. The average temperature next week will be 44.1. The temperature on average will be almost 31 degrees warmer next week than this. We have a major change on the way, and this time I think it's one everybody wants to see. Speaking of wanting to see, check this out. Sandy Bonnet sent me this. It was actually called a hoarfrost. It was because of the very clear skies, cold weather, and nearly calm winds overnight, and that frost develops like that on plants, trees, things like that. Here's another picture that she took here. So thank you, Sandy, for those beautiful pictures. If you were up early this morning, some of you may have seen that as well because it was quite cold out there. Here at the TV station, we actually dropped down to 4 degrees. That was our low, 27 the high, so that's getting closer to where it should be this time of the year. No precipitation. It's typically a dry month anyway, but we're only about 1 1/3 inches so far, and we have another week to go, but I just don't see any big system next week. We may get a couple chances in there, but nothing big. River stage in Terre Haute is just over 4 feet, and it is stationary. This is what we're tracking for you then as we take you through time. Cold again tonight, but not quite as cold. Warming up for the weekend, quiet really for the next several days, and temperatures in the 50s as we head into next week, and we may stretch 3 or 4 of them in a row with highs in the 50s. 26 at the airport in Terre Haute right now. Pressure's falling after being very high. A little bit of a wind chill, but not too bad. 21 is what it feels like. Here's the Joint Weather Tower forecast. We take you down to Vincennes. 12 with mostly clear skies, although we may see a few clouds come in late tonight. Temperatures pretty much mid to upper 20s all across the area right now. Wind chills are down a little bit, but still lower 20s on the wind chill. Nothing major on the water vapor satellite, so we don't see any big systems headed our way. A lot of the country has calmed down, and it's going to start to warm up a little bit more as we start to see more of a zonal flow, we call it, wind going from the west to the east. Here at home, nothing really going on. All clear on the Dorsett Automotive Doppler radar. So overnight, just cold. Clear for the most part, although a few clouds may try to come in during the overnight hours. During the day tomorrow, ought to be some sunshine. First time in almost a week above freezing, so it starts to warm up. Sunday, I think clouds early, but then the clouds should break as the day goes on, giving us some sunshine, and that's as warmer air starts to move back in. After that, pretty quiet for the most part. Little system here on Tuesday morning, but that's minor. A little bigger system along about Wednesday late into Thursday, but right now I just don't think that's a real big deal. And maybe a little clipper system again on Friday morning, but none of those look to be real big for this area. And temperature-wise, the coldest of the air moves out of the area. That's going to allow us to see things modify, warming up some as we head into next week. It cools a little bit late in the week, but I don't think it's anything major. However, here's the first week of March. I do think we'll turn colder again, but hang in there. This is the middle of March, so I think a colder start, but warming back up by mid-March. Forecast tonight, cold, but not quite as cold, down to about 12 degrees, mostly clear skies. During the day tomorrow, some sunshine, and the first time in almost a week, we go above freezing. Daytime high of 37. After that, it gets even warmer in the 40s on Sunday, and get ready for a string of some 50s, mid-50s into the first and middle of next week. Even when it cools, it's still near 50 next Thursday, Friday.